All right, guys, we are going live. We should all be connecting here in just a second. I'm going to do some audio tests and then we'll get rolling. So bear with me while I get this going here. I believe we're good to go. I got audio. We're going to get the text going out right now and get you guys rolling. So give me just a minute here to prep with the team and we'll be live here in just a few minutes. All right, guys, bear with me just a moment here. You're going to see my background of some lovely trees, but bear with me just a moment here while I get a few things tweaked. All right, we are good to go. So get this up here. All right. Full screen. All right. And I think we are good to go. So my name is Ben Morgan, guys. I'm the CEO here at Rocktomic Labs. Sorry, a little technical difficulty this morning getting this thing rolling, but definitely want to just thank you guys for taking the time to check us out. We've got text and email blasts going out right now. We'll get started here in about 1 minute. But for the next minutes, up until then, if you guys could just kind of type in where you're joining us from. We've got some of you from, looks like, St. Louis, Missouri. Nasim from Dallas. Welcome, Nasim. Humboldt Co. from Bakersfield, California. Welcome. Bronziak from Cali. Welcome. Long Island, New York. Irwin, welcome. Fresno, California. Perry Ross in the house. Welcome, guys. Well, look, we really look forward to helping you guys tonight. You're going to see both my business partners, Marco, our COO, and Aaron Peden, our CMO, will be in the chat with you guys as we go through the presentation. I will not be looking at the comments on the presentation. until we get to the Q&A session. So if you do have questions, feel free to ask them. Marco and Aaron will be answering those questions as we go through the presentation. Once we get to the Q&A, I'll go back through and start to read from bottom to top, like most recent towards the end, up towards the top, what questions that you guys have. So I may ask you to retype them. Just remain patient as we go through those questions. But what I'm going to show you is now how over 25,000 entrepreneurs worldwide have leveraged what we built at Rocktomic over the last 12 years to create and launch their own fully automated supplement brands. As of last week, we had done a little bit north of $200 million in sales for our clients, and that's just unbelievable. So with our business model, what's a fact is that you will be able to generate a highly profitable stream of income with essentially no overhead, no inventory purchases, and therefore in terms of business, minimum risk. So as promised, we're going to share with you guys some of the most profitable supplement niches that our clients are leveraging, as well as review how a client made $3.43 million selling just one product. So this won't be a typical long build-up event to get to the bottom line. With all due respect, this model will either make sense for you and you'll want to get started tonight, like thousands of others have, or it won't. If it does, there's obviously incentive for you to do so tonight. Here at Rocktomic, we definitely believe in rewarding action takers. So for those of you who do stick with to the end, you're going to see tonight for the first time, again, something that we've never, ever before offered. And it's going to be pretty special. So super excited to get to that point. But if you do have questions, again, Marco and Aaron are in the chat. And after the presentation, I will be taking questions through a live Q&A as well. So before we dive into how our clients made millions selling just one of our products, I want to share with you a quick introduction of what Rocktomic Labs is and how you can create a high-paying stream of income for yourself and your family within our model. Plain and simple, partnering with us is the easiest, simplest, and most effective way to sell high-quality supplements that you can brand as your own without having to lift a finger and with the least amount of risk. So why should you get started today? Well, we have now invested millions of dollars into product, and we frankly need partners that move product. Okay. All of our competitors will make you pay upfront for your inventory, and therefore they have no interest in your success long-term while you figure out scale, marketing, different strategies to go to market, all that stuff. They take all your money on the front end. Okay. That's a very, very important difference between Rocktomic and every other manufacturer, contract manufacturer out there. An interesting statistic, only 7% of people who ever place an initial order ever place a second order from their supplement manufacturer. So a 93% failure rate if you're forced to spend all your money on things that aren't important, like marketing and sales, right? So this is why our model focuses on helping you start and scale your business without any of the risk of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on inventory, making selling the products your primary focus, as it should be. Sales is the lifeblood of business. So this is why we're not looking for clients or not looking to charge you a monthly membership fee, right? We're looking for success-minded partners that help move the product that we've produced to create a win-win model. We make money as you make money, as you make sales, we make sales, we all win. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've been approached by someone, actually just this last week, who said, man, I wish I would have found you before I spent $500,000 on product. Or I wish I would have found you guys before I transformed my garage into a makeshift fulfillment center. Okay. Don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. Pay attention. Now, I want to share briefly a story about creating my own supplement brand, the challenges I had, and ultimately what led to Rocktomic. A long time ago, I decided to create my own brand, just like you right now. Supplements were in massive demand when I looked to launch. They're in even higher demand today. So I was determined to make the best brand imaginable. Went very simple, very clean. Sample of my label right here on the screen in front of you. Okay. Initially, super excited about how awesome it would feel to have my very own brand with products like protein, pre-workout, creatine, all with my own label, all customized exactly how I wanted it. And as I started diving into the whole process, I'm going to be honest, my excitement quickly declined. I realized just how much time, how much energy, and ultimately how much capital was going to be required just to get started. So I started calling through, supplement manufacturers that I'd found online, to no avail, right? No response, no one would get back to me. After submitting my information for quotes, okay, 13 attempts, I finally received 2 quotes. I was in disbelief with just how expensive getting this going. Here's a couple of the quotes that I received. The first quote came in with an MOQ of 10,000 bottles at $24 per bottle. So 240,000 for one product. Okay. Second product came in with a quote of 10,000 units at $20 a bottle, or $200,000. So 2 products, $440,000. Right? Let's be honest. Who has that line around when you're trying to start a new business or jumpstart a passion project? Like, nobody, unless you have come from great means, and that's awesome if you do, but typically not the case, right? But this meant, as I started doing the math, to get my own premium line of supplements with like 6 to 8 products, it would cost me 7 figures. Now, you might be wondering if I ended up pulling the trigger on these quotes. Ultimately, no. I ordered 8 supplements and spent just over $300,000 to manufacture them. They weren't as high quality as the quotes you see here, so the price per unit was a bit less. But when I say a bit less, it's somewhat arbitrary. I still ended up paying nearly $40,000 per SKU, right? So the total investment for my 8 supplements was just over 300 grand. The next investment I made was in a small warehouse in a suburb of Atlanta, known as Duluth, Georgia. Okay. This was where it all started to feel very, very real. Especially when I started making the lease payments, right? $2,800 a month on a 3-year lease. So, add insult to injury, I had to make this work. I hadn't just spent 300 grand, but now I had a lease to pay for with utilities and other stuff. I spent $12,000 on racking just to place the products on. I had to put an AC unit in the warehouse portion of the space so that my products wouldn't go bad. It's super humid in Atlanta in the summers, and if you let products just sit in that type of heat and moisture, wouldn't be good, right? So at this point, I'd invested $428,000, 300,000 on product, and 128,000 between my lease payment for 3 years, plus, racking, that type of thing. So the only reason I was able to fund the project was that I convinced a friend of mine to basically finance the whole thing. He owns a ton of fast food chains, had plenty of liquid capital. I approached him with what we were looking to do, and he helped make it a reality. But problem now is that I had to pay him back, right? So you can imagine how painful and how much pressure you feel, not only to pay back an investment, but trying to support my family, raise my standard of living. I'm putting in, extra hours, and I'm already running a full-time business of my own. Business entrepreneurship is not easy. It's hard, right? So I immediately started regretting my decisions. And as I did so, some of the debts started to creep in. Doubts started to creep in. Doubts that I wouldn't be able to repay by the investor. Doubts that I wouldn't be able to pay myself a salary for the foreseeable future. Doubts that I'd end up just a complete failure, right? Pretty easy to understand. But long story short, some of those doubts, because of my focus, started to become a reality. I sold about $80,000 worth of supplements in my first year, right? Which would have been awesome if I didn't have to float all the money up front for, supplements, warehouse, staff, fulfillment, just everything that goes along with running this business. It was a lot, but I remember how vividly depressed I was at this point. I was feeling up to my neck in debt with no real clear path of how I can make it profitable, let alone take care of my personal debts and family responsibilities. I was working my other job, full-time job at the time, on top of all this. And so I had zero time on my hands between trying to maintain my day job and grow my supplement business. So it made me wonder how anybody could start a supplement business and find success. And after all, even if I sold everything, I'd still have to go buy another batch, another $300,000 worth of product, just so I didn't run out of stock. And so my scale would literally prevent me from ever paying off my investor unless I scaled very, very quickly. And if I scaled very, very quickly, I'd need even more capital to keep up with the product. So after telling him about my experience and how painful it was and how that first year was going, he said something that really just took me back. He said, Ben, it sounds like you really have something here. I was like, man, you must not have heard what I just said to you. Like, I don't know if I can keep going. He's like, you should help other entrepreneurs avoid these pitfalls that you've gone through. We should create a supplement brand and build a business around helping other supplement brands. And at first, what he said didn't make sense. But as I thought about it, I eventually had one of those aha moments that would end up changing, all of our lives forever. So that led to us now obviously changing the thousands of lives of entrepreneurs. And that's the best part of the story, and something that's really near and dear to our hearts. We love entrepreneurship and love entrepreneurs, and we want to have an opportunity that makes sense. So ultimately, we made it our goal to just make sure other entrepreneurs did not have to go through that pain, the struggle, the sleepless nights, the endless amounts of time and energy that went into figuring out how to handle fulfillment and how to deal with X, Y, and Z, right? We wanted to help people that are looking to create a supplement brand. And we knew there had to be a better way. So we started creating it. So that's when we decided to completely eliminate the risk that I had when launching my supplement brand and create Rocktomic in a way that is now revolutionary. So I knew that I had a way to help our clients simply focus on selling their products while we handle virtually everything else. If we could do that, it would be a huge win-win for everybody. So that's what we did. And that's why Rocktomic is, as of 2025, the 443rd fastest growing company in America. But more importantly, it's what's led us to over 25,000 entrepreneurs, just like you guys, sell over $200 million with our platform. And the kicker is they're able to generate huge portion of this as profits, since we eliminate the following. There's no upfront inventory purchases. There's no monthly warehousing fees for the products. There's no large upfront branding fees. There's no upfront labeling fees. There's no crazy upfront funnel or online store fees, right? Hell, I remember when I built my brand, I paid $8,000 just for my website to get done the way I wanted it, to have it, have the functionality and all the other stuff. So instead, we offer our clients no upfront inventory, no monthly warehousing fees, fully automated drop shipping worldwide, no additional branding fees, no on-demand label printing fees, no additional online store design fees. Everything's handled in one place for one fee. So for those of you who have done some research, as I had done, or for those of you who may have already tried creating your own brand in the past, let me ask you this. How many suppliers exist in the market today that can provide all of those features in a simple to use platform? Well, when I did my research, there was zero, right? But just to make sure we're all still here, take a guess. How many companies like that do you guys think exist in the world that can allow you to do all these things with no monthly fees, everything else? There's only one. It's Rocktomic. Okay. So here we have our client who generated over $2 million with our business model. He's a doctor who sold Rocktomic 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬. This is our sleep formula. What's amazing is all his sales were generated off the single SKU. Okay. The majority of his sales were from his online store. He built his brand by creating useful YouTube and TikTok content. This is something anybody can do. We also had clients who'd sold $3 million, $5 million, even $10 million in 1 year with our model. Okay. Now, how did he get those sales? You'd be shocked at how simple his business model is. We asked him what his sales and marketing process looked like, and he said he would run cold traffic ads in tandem with his YouTube and TikTok posts to his website. From there, he produced a 10-minute VSL clearly explaining the problem. He would agitate the problem and then would present a solution, which was his male enhancement supplement. Okay. After this, he talked about the net benefits of solving that problem in a creative way. Now, what really maximized profits for this client was the next step. He presented 3 different ways to buy his product. First, you could buy 1 bottle. Then he offered 3 bottles with a discount. And last, he offered 6 bottles with an even larger discount. Doing this really helped him increase his LTV, or lifetime value, of each customer, while decreasing his CAC, or his customer acquisition cost. It also made the customer focus on how many supplements to buy instead of thinking, do I want this product? Yes or no? Now, I want to show you one more bonus marketing strategy. This is from one of our clients doing multiple 7 figures in annual profits. It's called a tripwire. Now, if you're able to apply this principle to your supplement brand, I can promise you can make a lot of money with it. Okay, this is a marketing technique used by the majority of our top clients, and it's incredibly valuable in terms of scaling a brand. The number one goal of a tripwire is to help you acquire customers at break even or better. Remember, our job is to create happy customers, not just happy shoppers one time, right? You want to acquire the client at break even if you can. Worst case, you want to break even by the 2nd purchase. By the 3rd purchase, you want to be in the green and making money in the black. Okay. But when you own a supplement brand, it's beyond profitable for you long-term, as you don't have a one-off sales type business. You do your job right. People aren't just going to buy from you one time. They're going to buy from you month after month, or you can even get them on auto ship, right? So here's how it works. You drive people to your supplement website with paid ads: Facebook, Google, YouTube, TikTok, etc. You want to offer them one of your most valuable products at a crazy low price just to get them to buy once. After that, you'll then create an upsell option to buy more products, preferably as a bundle. Now, if they don't take the bundle, no worries. At least you've just won a new customer. But now it's your job to blow their socks off by continually offering them value in the future. This could be with a free diet plan, with recipe ideas, with workouts that complement the supplement they bought, what time of day to take the supplement, best use case. Lots of different things you can do to educate and help that customer get more and more dialed in, right? The point is to stay in contact with them and make them like you. If you do this, they'll keep buying from you month over month, which skyrockets your return on ad spend. Costco famously sells the rotisserie chickens for $4.99. And they lose money on each one of those, right? There are several strategic business reasons for this practice. It's a loss leader, meaning the chickens are deliberately priced below cost to draw customers into the store, where they'll likely purchase higher margin items. Could be store positioning. It helps reinforce Costco's brand image as a place for good value, which keeps members renewing their annual memberships, where Costco makes a significant portion of its profit. And then customer loyalty. The consistent $4.99 price point has remained unchanged for years, despite inflation, creating goodwill and expectations from customers. This is a perfect example of a tripwire. It gets people to buy, to get value for their money, and then to be way more open to buying higher priced items from their store. You can use this exact strategy for your supplement brand, and we encourage you to. Now, who better to model in your supplement business than one of the best e-commerce entrepreneurs all time, Jeff Bezos? Amazon is another example of a company that really leverages tripwires. Okay. Whenever you buy a product, they also offer you bundles, complementary products, and deals for buying multiple products. Okay. If you really want to be successful in creating a supplement brand, mastering tripwire is key. And that brings us to you. Let's take a minute to think about why you joined the webinar tonight. I would imagine most of you want to make more money. You want to provide more financial freedom and time with your family. A lot of our successful clients talk about how they dreaded going to work every day, building someone else's dream. Well, that's the beauty of Rocktomic and ultimately why I'm so passionate about helping entrepreneurs in this space. I get to help you check all the boxes: more financial freedom, more passive income, more time to spend with family once you've built everything out and the systems are in place. I get to help you create something that's your own, right? You don't have to push affiliate offers or be selling someone else's swag packs. You can have your own branded merch on your site, your own protein shakers, your own jump ropes, your own whatever, t-shirts, tank tops, leggings, frisbees, hats, whatever you want to sell, right? You don't have to make other people wealthy by selling other people's brand. We have thousands of success stories, guys, but I want to share a couple with you here. I just want to share and thank the good people of Rocktomic for helping make this dream come true. We're just getting started. Thank you, the Rocktomic Labs team, for making my dream become a reality. Hey guys, I thought I'd share this with you as you're with me on this journey. These are the lads I started sponsoring. I've only got my first sponsored WBC champion. Thanks, Rocktomic, for getting me started and showing me what's possible. I have another guy who is fighting on BT Sports next month. That brand authenticity that this creates should be next level. Just want to say thanks to the Rocktomic team. They've been nothing but helpful and have made this a very super easy process to get going. Super close to launching and going live, just finishing the website and I'm good to go. So how can you start your own supplement or CBD brand with Rocktomic Labs right now, and why should you? Well, as mentioned, we have a very special, unique opportunity tonight. It's only available to the first 5 takers. Okay. As we said at the beginning, action takers get the reward. So what I'm going to do next is just break down the membership options for you so that you can clearly understand the value by partnering with us today. Okay. Now, if you go to rocktomic.com and you select our pricing option up at the top right, you'll notice our memberships run for $5K for our VIP lifetime membership and $15K for our VIP plus lifetime membership. But that's not what you're going to pay tonight. And since you've taken action and listened to the presentation up to this point, okay, we're looking for partners who are willing to take action. And that is what you've done thus far, right? You've stayed on, you've taken action to this point. Our goal at Rocktomic isn't to make a dime on the front end. Okay. Let me repeat that. Our goal at Rocktomic is not to make a dime on the front end. In fact, we lose money when we onboard someone for $49.97 on the front end. We pay tens of millions of dollars for inventory. We pay for the web designs to get on your Shopify stores. We pay for your labels to be designed, to be printed. We have your products warehoused in climate-controlled environment. We pay to have them packaged so they're ready to ship to your customers. We pay for insurance, many, many other things. The truth is we make all of our money when you start actually selling your products. That's why we try to give so much away. Our membership is the loss leader. Okay. We want you focused solely on selling your products, which is where we all win. If you're selling products, you're making money, and so will we. So our goal is to help you sell products. So we want to take the barrier to entry so low that it's a complete no-brainer for anyone who spends the time to look into this. So let me show you what we've done. With that said, here's the offer number one. Here's what's included. You get to sell 20 of our white label products with 1 3D mock-up per label and regulatory compliance. You get VIP lifetime pricing, our second lowest pricing tier. You get access to our VIP lifetime pricing, our second lowest pricing tier. There's no MOQ or minimum order quantities required on any of our PLDS white label supplements. Okay. You get lifetime access to our entire private label supplement catalog with no inventory purchases up front. You get lifetime access to our drop shipping business model. You get one done for you Shopify store and online store setup and API integration with unlimited product uploads. You get access to our second lowest pricing per SKU. Again, boost your margins from tier 1. That's the VIP lifetime pricing. You get access to our private label bulk order program, access to our custom formula program, access to our exclusive step-by-step onboarding so you can follow along at your own pace and create and launch your own supplement brand quickly. You get access to our full support team to help you every step of the way. You get full access to our document templates for online store compliance. You get our full MSRP report, like what we recommend you should sell the products at based off of what they are selling at on average. You get access to our top 25 best sellers list, access to our exclusive cost of goods and profit margin calculator, access to our inventory report showing product availability, which automatically updates twice a day. You also get these 4 bonuses. You get access to our funnel template library. That's 6 different proven funnels by some of the largest supplement brands out there that you can basically rebrand by replacing images with your images, replacing ad copy with your ad copy, but the formatting, the positioning, all that's already in play the way it's converted millions and millions of dollars. So that's huge. You get access to our product information database. These are detailed documents that show benefits of each ingredient down to that level, as well as peer studies and all the scientific documents behind benefits for each product. Super cool for you to get one just a little more in depth on what the products do and how to sell them. 3, access to our exclusive onboarding bootcamp. And then also you're going to receive a $2,000 PLDS product voucher, which makes this membership essentially free. Okay. Online, you see that the price at $49.97. We literally had 2 people today take this offer right off the website. 6 people just yesterday right off the website. They could have saved 60%. $19.97 gets you all of that with multiple payment options and payment plans. But I think that's great. Hold on and take a look at this before you get started on the checkout pages. So our next offer includes everything I just mentioned, but this is for people who are really serious about building a super profitable brand. Okay, you're going to get everything I just mentioned. Instead of 20 products, you're going to get access to sell all 140 of our products with 1 3D mock-up per label and regulatory compliance. You're going to get VIP lifetime plus pricing, which is our lowest pricing tier on each product. You're going to get 1 30-minute coaching call with our co-founder, Marco Garcia. You're going to get 1 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with our product head consultant, Naveen Khan. And you're going to get 1 30-minute coaching call with our marketing expert, Daniel Luca. This also includes an additional $1,000 voucher, so a total of $3,000 back in product. You get the Rocktomic Fast Track Pass, which moves you to the front of the line for logo and label design. You get access to our private marketing mastermind. Now, this is normally $197 a month. You're going to be included for free. And you also get a TikTok store account setup and creation included. In addition, that's in addition to your website, I believe. So that's crazy. Normally $14,997 for the first time ever, $49.97. And we do have available options for payment on this as well. But we're taking $10K off the price, guys, and offering you a $3K product voucher, which is not available online. We sold 2 of these memberships today at $14,997. We sold 6 of the standard price rates today online. Okay. So the fact that this is available 10K off with all the benefits, all the vouchers, it's pretty crazy. So to claim the offers, you just go to rocktomic.com/offer, rocktomic.com/offer, and we can get you taken care of. So with that said, guys, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water, and then I'm going to come back to the Q&A, and we'll get to answering any of your questions that you have. If you don't mind, if you've asked a question that has not yet been answered by Marco or Aaron, please go ahead and ask any questions that you have right now. And then when I get back, I'll start right after Marco posted this catalog here at 8:29 p.m. The next comment after that, I'll start reading from there and answer your questions in order that I receive them from here forward. So if you have a question as of right now, please ask that question, and then we'll go through and get them answered. Be right back. Great point. Marco just wanted me to remind you all, please type in www before you go to that website. You got to type in www.rocktomic.com/offer, and then it should load no problem for you. All right, guys, thanks for your patience there. So first question I see is from Mary. Mary asks, am I getting a TikTok shop set up if I go with special option number 1? No, Mary, you are not getting TikTok with offer number 1. You only get a TikTok shop and a website with option number 2. Option number 1 comes just with a website, no TikTok shop. What would you next question is Naeem. What would you prefer for me that work in other markets and not in the US? Mostly do work in Europe and other GCC countries. So is private label option better for me? In terms of which option you do, that's totally up to you. A lot of people, if you're wanting to sell on TikTok, I would definitely say option 2. If you want to get $3,000 worth of free product, I would definitely say option 2. Option 1 is essentially a free membership because you're getting $2,000 back in product and you're only paying us $19.97. So you're getting everything set up and kind of paid back to you over time as you make sales. Offer 2 is a little more in-depth stuff with the TikTok shop and all of that, but it's great. Erwin says, I've been burnt before. Do you offer monthly? We don't, Erwin, but you can finance the purchase and pay monthly for that. If you want to break the payments up and have them lower, you can do that through Klarna. I think they do 24-month payments or even longer, maybe. You'd have to look at the offering and what you qualify for. It is based on your credit. So that is there if you look at the option. Why limit the number of products? Well, Erwin, most brands, most of our successful brands don't ever sell more than 10 different products. I would say 10 to 20 different products, but most of the very successful stores really niche down and focus on products, not necessarily full-on brands, but they sell specific products. Trying to give you an example here that I can think of that would make sense. Like if you're ordering a like gym equipment, right? There's lots of different gym equipment, or pre-workouts, drinks, or energy drinks types of things. There's lots of different energy drinks, but you don't see energy drinks also selling pre-workout equipment or business mastery courses. Like they focus on what works for them. Supplements is, yes, it's a niche, but uh, supplements for golfers is a stronger niche down the supplement line, a BCAA and a nootropic for golfers to help them feel good and have that little like buzz high and kind of that mental clarity. We've had a client that started a product for golfers that's literally just for that. So very niche, very specific type thing. So limiting it to 20 allows you to do that. You can purchase additional labels if you want to go with option one. You can purchase 5 additional labels with regulatory review, the digital mock-ups. It's 5 for $197. So just do the math on that. If you guys bought option one and then ended up buying all the other labels, if you wanted them, that alone would make option two worthwhile because of the extra product voucher and having all the labels already included. So if you don't want to be limited, just pay for the higher package. But that's why we limit them, because most brands will just that try to do everything never end up launching, right? They just, I got to have it all put together. It has to be perfect before I launch. The reality is it doesn't need to be perfect before you launch. It just needs to be there and you need to go sell it. So a lot of times you'll figure out the sales piece as you go, but you don't need all products unless you have a specific reason to do so. So that's why we limit it there. Is there a way not to pay this fee but still work with you? No. Unless you're already moving and have a store online that you're doing a bunch of things for and you want to buy in bulk, you can. You don't need a membership to buy in bulk from us, but you can do it that way. We have product available, but we don't do a ton of that because we try to keep our product available for our clients. Naeem, pharma and supplements. Okay, what if I want to sell and ship myself? What's the offer for that? If you want to sell and ship yourself, you still have, if you're buying products from us, that wouldn't work. We would basically, if you were buying for us, selling and buying from us, one, that's a lot of work, Mary. If you wanted to ship from yourself, you go to a contract manufacturer and you produce 10 or 5 or 10,000 units at a time. You have those all shipped to you. You pre-label all of them, put them in your garage, and you got to hope to sell through all of them before they expire. That's the difference. With us, you don't have any of that risk. You don't have inventory that's going bad. You don't have to prepay for all that stuff. You don't have to deal with fulfillment. You don't have to deal with shipping, printing labels, not having smudges, protecting the package, putting it in a box, waiting for UPS to show up. You don't have to deal with any of that. With us, you just do the marketing and sales, and everything else is handled by us. What are the top selling supplements for gym and workout? Protein is always like a loss leader. It's like that chicken. Most people don't make a ton of money on protein. It's used as that kind of attention grabber, customer gainer, having a cheap price on protein because it's a little more expensive. It's heavier. You're selling a 2-pound or 5-pound tub, so it's expensive to ship that stuff. There's number one reason for it being so tight, but yeah, I mean, pre-workout is always good. Our proteins actually are pretty good sellers as well. Not huge money makers, but they're big sellers, big consistency drivers, and people upsell a lot on those. Top seller for general health, for men and for women. There's lots of general health products that are good. We just got a new lemon drop creatine gummy that's unbelievable. Super, super good. Let's see, our gut therapy products. We have some different products for gut health. Have done really, really well. Do you think that tariffs will have an impact for us that want to sell out of the U.S.? I don't think tariffs is a long-term issue, but if countries are charging tariff on goods that are shipping, then yes, that's very, very different for each brand and where each customer lives. So that's just a reality of business. If they live somewhere else and there's a tariff, you can adjust that pricing based off where people live as well and have them pay the tariff. There's a couple different things you can do in the settings, but do we have gummies for kids? We don't have any gummies specifically formulated for kids. I think we do have a few of the gummies that are able to be, they're not banned from children or not marketed against them per se, but I don't think we have anything that's specifically formulated for them. But I know that they are safe for kids. And Marco just answered that same question as well. Vitamins and mineral gummies. Those are the ones that are kid approved. So your product is all approved. Yes. I don't see any other questions at this point, guys. Give me just a moment here. Yes, all of our products, guys, are manufactured in the USA. Okay. They're all manufactured at registered FDA facilities that all carry GMP certification as well. GMP stands for Good Manufacturing Practice. FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. And the fact that all of our products are made in the US, only 3% of supplement brands can make that claim. Most people produce and manufacture outside of the US and then bring in because it's cheaper. We manufacture everything here in the US. We do have ingredients that are internationally sourced, but all of those mixing and quality assurance testing, all that occurs on US soil. And everything's third-party tested as well. The pricing's right on the screen there. Special offer one is $19.97. Includes a $2,000 product voucher credit, gives you access to sell 20 of our products. You can select which 20 products of all of the 140. You get to choose which 20. So it's not like you're limited to just men's health or women's health or fat loss. You know, you can choose what 20 products you want us to create for you. Hopefully that makes sure. We have carb blocker, white kidney bean. Rock 128 is a carb blocker. We do have an MSRP doc. Yes. What gelatin is in the gummies and is it kosher? Gelatin is not kosher. Gelatin comes from pigs. So it's not kosher. And I don't think we have any kosher gummies. Marco would have to answer that, but I don't think we have any. I'll let him answer. What do you mean when you say you help us make our own brand? You have people on your team for that. Yes, Naeem. So with us, the product is literally shipping to us from the manufacturer in a blank bottle. So let's say we order in 10,000 units of a specific SKU. We receive those 10,000 units. They're in blank bottles that are sealed, have a security seal on them, and they have the lot number on the bottom. Okay. The lot number kind of tracks in the manufacturing process what date and what time and who was running the machines that did all this stuff. Every lot, every batch of product that gets created has a lot number. So that product comes to us with the lot number on it. Our team then works with the clients that have that specific SKU. As your orders come in during the setup process, we'll help you create a logo. We'll help you create labels that will be put on the bottles and shipped to your customers. Let's say you wanted a protein. You would have a protein bottle that's blank. We would, let's say a customer orders from your website. That order comes to our fulfillment software. We print your order. We pull up the labels and the files that for your protein powder. We print that label. We take that label and apply it to the bottle that we ordered from our contract manufacturing partner. We package that and we ship that directly to your customer for you. So it's your brand. They're not seeing Rocktomic anywhere on this, right? And yes, guys, the supplement and apparel catalog is listed. If you look at the comments, there's some comments that have the link for where to get the catalog for the supplement and apparel. But that's basically how we handle that. How much product is for 2000? It depends on what product you buy. Some of the product, if you look at the catalog, some of it's priced differently, right? Protein's more expensive than, say, multivitamins. So you have to look at which product you're buying and offering to see how far that will stretch for you. But either way, the first $2,000 worth of sales, you're not paying for any product. So it's $2,000 back into your pocket with your sales. Do we have a US-based? Do we need to have a US-based company? Marco, maybe you can answer that. But I think if you're selling in the US, you do. But I'm not positive on what those restrictions are. I think it depends on where you're selling or where your merchant is set up. But I'm not positive. Marco can answer that if they're required to have anything in the US as far as EIN and LLC setup. Is it easier to run online through Rocktomic or our own website if we have one? The online store there's a couple different places you can do that. You can do it on Shopify. You can do it on WordPress. If you already have a website that already has a store, you can just add these items to your store as long as it integrates with our fulfillment software, which is called ShipStation. Yeah, that's what I thought. Company requirements depend on the payment processor you wish to use and collect payments for online. Some of them will require you to get if you're doing business in the US, they want you to have a US entity. But you can also have a foreign corporation own a US entity. There's different ways to set it up. So that's all in our onboarding. As far as how to get live and connected, that's all handled and discussed based off where you live and where you're wanting to sell. But that requirement's a one-on-one thing. So we can deal with that as we go through it. I'm going to pull up the offers here. www.rocktomic.com/offers. Oh, let me see. One second. Trying to get the offers to pull up. Offer, not offers. So here's the two options. Now, if you click on buy now here on the larger option, you also have Affirm and Klarna. Okay, with Affirm, you can break that into different payments. 36 payments as low as $173 a month. 12 payments for $451. They are charging some interest on those. 6 interest-free payments. You want to break it into 6 payments with Klarna, or excuse me, with Affirm. With Klarna, you can do a little bit higher interest on these, but they have different payment plans and different options. So totally up to you. There is some interest with Klarna. There's not with Affirm. Klarna's a little more loose in their approvals. It's running it off your credit. Affirm's a little bit more tactical, but that's why their rates are a little bit lower, a little more stringent. But you can just load your card, get everything paid right there. You'll get access to this. You can also, the fast track pass is automatically added. So do not add this if you're doing it over here. You can get that taken off, but you shouldn't need to add this. The membership already includes the fast track. So if you click add to order, it brings it up here. But if we remove it, then it comes off the price. So don't worry about adding that if you're doing the $49.97. But those are the different options there in terms of the financing that you can take advantage of. Back to Q&A here. MOQ. MOQ for bulk orders, 24 units is the requirement. If you're going to, like, let's say you're a doctor or you have a gym and you want to have some products behind the counter to sell to clients, like right there on the spot. You order 24 units. We print 24 labels. We attach them to those units. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. We attach to those units and then we send them off to you, already labeled, ready to be handed to a buyer, just like they were buying from GNC or a Vitamin Shop, right? So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Naeem, brother, contact me, please. Hamal. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Trying to keep price of product. So that's the price, Hamid, is on the catalog. If you haven't seen the catalog yet, Mark will put that in the chat. You can scroll up to find that. Really wish there was a better way to. There's the link. If you can. I don't think these are clickable, unfortunately, with this StreamYard software we're using tonight. That's where you find it. You bet, guys. Give me just one moment here. All right, guys. Now, as mentioned, we have a lot of different payment options available. Card, Afterpay, there might even be a Cash App option available for you, Klarna. If you're on the $19.97 offer, you can add the Fast Track Pass to that for $197. That's up to you. That'll just help you skip the line and get your brand created faster. You can finance 12 months with some interest, as much as 36 months. Of course, if you're wanting to make a one-time payment, if you just want to use your credit card or debit card, that also works. A lot of our clients have also taken advantage of this new finance option with Affirm. So if you select Affirm as your payment method, you can get our membership with 6 interest-free payments of $832. Okay. And keep in mind, all these options get you full access to our supplements, done for you Shopify store, the 3K voucher, all 5 of the special webinar bonuses. We just made these other financing and payment options available so you have options when you're signing up. So you can go there, or you can go to this lovely bit.ly link here and scan that with your phone. Okay, our special webinar offers, guys, they do die. See, it is 9 p.m. They will die at midnight tonight. So do not miss out. The link will change at midnight and will no longer function. So visit the link with them. if you have anyone to talk with about this type of thing, you can go over everything and make a decision. But by far the best value is this $5,000 offer, which gives you $3,000 in product credit voucher, available right away. You get the TikTok shop. That's never been offered before on one of our live webinars. We just made that available literally in our offer today to do. We've done a few for some of our top clients, and they've been going so well. We figured we have to. Everyone's buying right now on TikTok, and it's a huge, huge benefit. So wanted to bring that up for y'all. You offer a payment plan for the marketing to drive sales. Great question, Bubbly. We don't do any marketing for you. The marketing is all on your own, right? So how you market your brand is totally up to you. We do have some marketing training and some other things we do to try to assist based off best practice, but we don't. Rocktomic will never ask for or get access to your ad account. Even the Daniel, one of our clients, who's also a coach for us and helps, helps his clients do things. You're doing things directly with him, not Rocktomic, if you're doing the marketing services. But there's no other way to pay for marketing other than to pay for it. There's no one that finances marketing and that type of thing. You can email Marco if you need to book a call, m.garcia@rocktomic.com. Do you fulfill orders for TikTok Shop? I understand TikTok Shop is time sensitive. It is. It's very time sensitive. And yes, we do. One of the big issues with TikTok is simply the people selling products that are out of stock. So twice a day, as I mentioned, our inventory report updates. As soon as things go to low inventory, you're required to remove them on TikTok so that you don't have any issues. So if you get bad scores on there, you get banned. They want people really taking care of their clients. So got to be careful there. I need capital for me to start up a business. Not uncommon for now. Usually capital to start a business is very, very needed. That said, where can you start a business for $5,000? Get a $3,000 product voucher, have a website, have 140 items, have a TikTok shop ready to go, and all you need to do is focus on marketing, sales, cross promotions, things like that. You can do interactions with promoters, have people do affiliate offers for you. You can do a lot of different things with low capital requirements to start something in the online space. Joseph says, for a lot of my patients, they may not be educated on most of the offered products. Is there a description of each product and what they're used for at the online store for customers? Yes, 100%. We have the detailed product sheets, which come with the offer tonight, so you can get down to the ingredient benefits, Joseph, for your clients to read up on. If they're suffering with X, this ingredient helps solve some of those problems. We have ingredient level dictation on items. No, we don't offer any payment plans on marketing services. No. You're welcome, Joseph. And that's available with, I believe, either plan, but just to ask, the product descriptions is what that's called. We do offer those. Again, was the company work on credit basis? How can you get the product? Not really sure what question you're asking there, but let me show you. If you go to rocktomic.store, you're not a client, you order here, so you just get the sample labels that look like this. You can come in here and try the different supplements. They're all broken out by how you want to buy them. So if you want to get some sample credits and buy some things, you can do that in here. Add it to your cart, add it to your cart, add it to your cart, and go check out. So you can put everything in, get it all taken care of. You got to put in your address for it to calculate shipping and all that. type of stuff. So hopefully that makes sense. But Rocktomic.store is a great place to browse the different products and order some samples if you want to order some samples. Some awesome products and good stuff here. All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. Give me just a moment. I'm not feeling very good. I'll be right back. My apologies, everybody. All right, so back to the questions here. I'm Disability Man. Yes, if you guys are looking for any specific questions, feel free to email Marco m.garcia@rocktomic.com. You can try to answer anything that's very specific, very niche down. Our headquarters is here in Atlanta, Georgia, guys. Outskirts of Atlanta. Our warehouse is in Duluth, Georgia. Again, an outskirt of downtown Atlanta, maybe 25 minutes northeast of Atlanta. And as a client, if you are a client, you can do tours of our facility. If you're ever in town and want to come take a look at it, you're welcome to. Guys, that concludes the training for tonight. If you don't have any other questions, please feel free to ask questions if you have them. If not, we'll go ahead and get closing down the webinar. Thank you for your time and your attention. Our pricing is based off of the demand and where everything's going. Obviously, with things are just going to continue to get a little bit crazy, I think, moving into 2025 and throughout the rest of this year as we get things back on track. So please, if you have any questions, take advantage of the time and the pricing that you see here now. Pricing's only been going up. It's not going to get cheaper. The prices are going to continue to go up. Or not, take a look at the catalog. Every single product is available on the catalog. If you didn't get a copy of that, you scroll through the comments. You can type it in and go to it, but we don't have a background file. See if there's anything I can do to. No, there's nothing there. Only thing I can do is this. And this, but it's not a hyperlink, unfortunately. So for now, go ahead and book a link with Marco. www.rocktomic.com/Marco. Guys, do we have any other questions, or is that it for the evening? Please let me know as soon as you receive this. As soon as you're hearing me, if you have any questions, please ask them. If not, we're good for the evening. We appreciate your guys' time and attendance, but if there's no further questions, we'll go ahead and get you all out of here for the evening. If you do have any remaining questions, please reach out to us. We'd love to help you guys. I'm trying to get the names of those that have signed up so far. Waiting for those to come through. I always see them last. Mr. Evans, welcome aboard. BAM Athletics, welcome aboard. C. Rose, welcome. Mr. Fortune, welcome. Eric, welcome. Robbie, welcome, my friend. So we have one more 5K plan available, guys. If you guys want to take a look at that, please go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and what I want to know again is how to deliver this good from other countries like Sierra Leone. So we do international shipping, Borna, but everything leaves from Atlanta. So if you're shipping to Sierra Leone, I'm not sure what the carrier is there. I believe it's FedEx. It might be DHL in Sierra Leone. that we utilize for the international shipments. It just depends. But once it goes through customs and gets carried by the carrier, they handle all of the end-to-end shipment. So from the time your customer places an order with you and that order arrives in our fulfillment software, we print, label, box, and ship your product within 48 hours. And at that point, it's out of Rocktomic's hands. All orders, as long as they're in stock, as long as you're not selling things that are out of inventory, you're paying attention to the inventory report, everything leaves within 48 business hours from the time the order is placed, and we receive it to when it ships. What happens with the package after the third-party logistics company has the package is up to them, and it also depends on the speed at which you're trying to ship, right? So yes, DHL, FedEx, or UPS are available for worldwide shipping. But it all leaves from America. All goes into customs in whatever country it's going to, and then clears customs and is deliverable. All right, guys, 16 of you still left here. If you have questions, please ask them. Got more people hopping in and out and leaving, coming and going. The offer is here on your screen. Go to www.rocktomic.com/offer or scan the QR code. You'll get access to the two different options that we have, the $2,000 plan, which comes with a $2,000 product credit voucher, or the $5,000 plan, $49.97, which comes with a $3,000 voucher, a website, all 140 products, a TikTok shop, 3 different one-on-one meetings with industry experts to help you get dialed in on your offer and path forward. And if at the moment you don't have money to start the business, we give out loans to reliable customers. The only financing we offer is through a firm or Klarna. If you can get approved by them, we will happily accept your membership. We don't have any in-house financing, not anywhere near the terms that are there. We've done some like 2-pay option things in the past, but since those are already available with Klarna and them, and they have low standards of interest based off your credit score, let them be the judge of your credit and get you approved or not. So if you can get approved with them, we can get you taken care of. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for the time, the attention. We look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. For those of you that joined the family, welcome. We look forward to taking care of you, and we'll see you guys on the inside.